Hello, my friends. Thank you so much for joining us today at Frannie's Hair. I'm Marlene from Marlene's Wig and Chat Studio, and today I have a brand new release for you. This is Isabel by Belle Tress in the color Chocolate Buttercream. I'd like to thank Frannie's Hair for providing Isabel for me so I could review it for all of you. I am so excited to be reviewing for Frannie. She is truly, truly amazing, and it is an honor to be reviewing for her. Please come over and visit her private Facebook group, Frannie's Hair. It is a great place where all the members share what they're wearing, and they're asking questions. And so important is that Frannie has V on there that is a stylist, and she will help you and guide you any way that she can help. She is there for you. All you have to do is reach out to V, and she is ready to help. A few things that really caught my eye when I started working with Frannie is that she offers a 30-day return policy, which is almost unheard of in any way for any wig retailer. She also ships internationally. If you go over to the right-hand side of her website, and I will leave a link down below for you. You go over to the right-hand side, you could see all the countries that she ships to. There's also no restocking fee. So Frannie does so much for the wig community, and I am just so happy to have partnered with her. And before we get started, of course, I'm going to ask you to please like and subscribe to this channel. It will really help us. Frannie, all right, let's take a look at Isabel. As I said, this is a brand new style from Belle Tress. Belle Tress has 4 new styles in the Luxe collection. The colors are exclusive to the Luxe collection. If you're not familiar with the Luxe collection from Belle Tress, and you know me, you know that I am a big Belle Tress fan. All right, on this Luxe collection, all of the caps on all 4 styles are exactly the same. We have a temple to, no, not a temple to temple, Marlene. We have an ear to ear lace front, and it runs all together with the monofilament top. Now, I have to tell you, this monofilament, it is slightly rougher than some of the others that I have felt. So just bear that in mind. I don't want to say it's exactly scratchy, but it's on the way there. That is the only negative that I have found so far on these Luxe collection. The reason that I'm pointing it out, it doesn't bother me at all. But I know that some of my viewers have a sensitive scalp, and I want you to be aware of that. There is silicone on the ear tabs, so if you have hair loss, if you have total hair loss and you wanted to apply some adhesive, you can certainly do that. But if you have hair, as I do, then you're not going to have any issues whatsoever. The nape is partially extended. We don't have a full extended nape. So it's not so thin, but it's not as wide as an extended nape. I know many of you prefer an extended nape. Some of you don't, and that's why I pointed out we have hook type adjusters. The cap is 100% hand tied. I've got my notes here. According to Belle Tress, this cap has special knotting, which allows the hair to move independently, and in turn, it allows more styling options. So that's what that does. Belle Tress states that these are each strand of fiber, each fiber is individually hand tied. So I wanted to point that out. They're very, very comfortable. I'm going to cinch it in a little bit because these caps do turn to run a little bit large on my 21.5-inch circumference. Okay, so what is the next thing we do? We're going to shake out. Okay, I'm going to add a picture. I'm going to add a picture of the stock photo right here, because this is not unusual for it to happen. If you are new to wearing wigs, something that you want to do when you receive a wig, you want to look at the color. Does the color work for you? How is the fit? Does it fit you comfortably? What about the length? Is that a good length for you? Does it have permatease? Just tap it on your head. See, does it have permatease? If you like it or if you don't like it, something to check. And then the density. Does it have too much hair? Can you work with it? That kind of thing. If all of that works for you, grab your wide tooth comb, make the part. In this case, we have a full monotop, so we could comb it anywhere we want. The color is absolutely stunning. Absolutely, it's gorgeous. Wait till we go outside so you can get a better look. And I'll describe it for you in just a moment. I'm going to take some water. I like to add some water, just really separate those fibers. I'll also show you the lace front. It's wanting to go into the center. So just for the purposes of this video, just so I could review it, I'm going to leave it as a center part. And then what I'm going to do once, because I am definitely going to be wearing this piece, I'm going to want a left part on it. And so I will steam it. Now let's take a look at that lace front. The lace front seems to be a little thinner. It's not as wide on Isabel as the others that I have seen from this Luxe series. This one is very, the fibers come right to the edge. So you really don't have a lot of area there. Now please bear in mind that this is the only sample that I have. I don't have any other Isabel to compare it to. What I'm telling you about the density on the top, what I'm saying about the lace front could very well be unique to this. It could be a fluke with the one that I have. So just bear that in mind. Manufacturers allow 10 to 15% variance from style to style. Something for you to keep in mind. Again, this is not a deal breaker for me. It doesn't bother me at all, but it may be for you, so I want to mention it. Let's talk a little bit about the permatease and the density. There is no permatease because this is a hand-tied cap. However, and it's fully hand-tied. Sometimes we have a little bit of permatease when we have a partially hand-tied cap, where you have those wefts covered at almost at the nape, if you will, or a little bit above the nape. We will have some permatease in that area. However, this is fully hand-tied. There is no permatease. Now let's talk about density. Instead of having permatease, what some styles or some manufacturers do, they add a little bit higher density in order to provide a bit of a lift, if you will, to provide more volume. And that is what is going on here with Isabel. Notice right here, while it doesn't appear to be a high density, and I wouldn't say it's exceptionally high. However, if you are looking for a low density piece, this may not be the one for you. And here's why. Here is see how much extra hair we have there? I want to point it out to you because that is what's giving this form right here. It's what's giving us the volume, and it's that additional fibers up here on top. Some people love it and some don't care for it. Some wearers love to have the extra volume on top, and some don't want it at all. They want a much more sleek style. So while Isabel, I wouldn't say it's a high density piece, I would say it's an average leaning a little high, just because of the additional density that we have up here. And it's basically all of it right up to here. All of this has a little bit additional density, more fibers. While down here, it's going to be lower. And the reason they do this, in my opinion, maybe they do it for other reasons, but here's what I think. I think the density is lower down here because if we would have the same amount of density down here as we have up here, then the hair will come up to here. But you see, if I go to make a ponytail here, it's not exceptionally thick. And that's because we have that lower density towards the bottom. What's giving us the volume at the bottom, it's not the extra fibers, but rather the waves that we have at the bottom. So I hope that answers the questions about the density and about the permatease on this style. Definitely a beautiful style, but not for someone who is looking for a very light density, very sleek style with minimal, as we have come to see in many of the Belle Tress styles. This one will have a little bit more, just something to keep in mind. On the measurements, we do have a layer up here of about 7 inches. They say 7 inches. I think it's a bit longer because my face is 7 3/4. So that is definitely longer than my face. But Belle Tress put out the measurement as 7 inches, just so you know that it is a little bit longer. We have very loose curls. These are heat-friendly fibers if you wanted to add heat because you want to add some more curls, or because you want to straighten it, you can certainly do that. Let me give it a comb and then I'll turn around so you could see. Let's see, the sides are 18 inches and the nape is 11 inches. So we do have a long piece here, but I really don't think, I think the volume is really due to the curls that it appears a little bit higher. But as you can see, compared to when I first put it on, what a difference there is. All right, let me show you Isabel on all sides. The color, Chocolate Buttercream-R. This is 825 plus 4. The 4 is going to be your root. That is your darkest brown, because 1 and 2 are black, and then 4 is your darkest of the browns. So that's what we're going to have at the root. It comes in and it blends into with the 8, which is your medium brown, and that blends together, and the 25 is your blonde. This is a neutral leaning cool brunette. There is no warmth here. There's no red, there's no caramel, there's none of those colors. This is a neutral leaning cool. It is beautiful. They did add some money pieces to the front, really pretty, and it's not an abundance, so you're not getting that streak, but rather just a really well blended color. Absolutely beautiful. And my very low hairline, which is the same with every single wig. It doesn't change. It doesn't matter. And if I get a large, it's just way too big on me because my ear to ear and my front to back are petite average. But my hairline is so low. You see, there is the hairline and here is the ear tab. Nothing to do. Very few wigs will cover that hairline or come even close to covering. So how do I handle that? I take some root powder from Clairol, from Wow, and I just use the brush to cover up my grays, and that's really all I do. Something for you to keep in mind. Once again, I would like to thank Frannie's Hair for providing Isabel for me so I could review it for all of you. Please let us know down in the comments what you think about Isabel. Is this one that's going on your list? We'd love to hear from you. We hope that everyone is having a fantastic day, and we will see you next time. Bye.